Hello, I'm Thomas with Special Event Sales, and today we're going to show you how to set up a 20-foot by 40-foot marquee frame tent. So we've laid out all the components here in approximately where they need to be. And firstly, I'm going to start by assembling the frame in a circular motion. So what we'll do is we'll start at this corner, and it's as simple as just sliding all the components together. It's important that you work around in a circle, otherwise it'll be difficult to fit all the pieces together. They'll bind up if you're starting at two ends. So now we're going to assemble the middle bars. You'll notice that these exterior eave beams are aluminum. The two that go across the center are made out of steel for extra strength. So now we're going to come up here to the middle. So now that's half the frame put together. We're going to continue going around the perimeter here. Now, you're going to notice I'm going to leave this. We're going to start from the middle and work way out to the corner. We always want to finish on an exterior corner. Much easier to slide together that way. So now we have the whole perimeter assembled. Next, we're going to do the cross cables. Cross cables will lock the frame together, plus they'll square the frame. So these are precisely measured to an exact length in order to make the frame totally square. So when we're doing these on a 20-40, we start at the middle and work our way out to the corners. So here, the first one needs to be on the bottom, and we'll pop on this here. Just lift up the corner a little bit, slip on the cross cable. And then this is on top. Very important that the second one is on top. Lift it up and set it down. You'll notice that these are very taut. That is how they're supposed to be. So we're going to do the same for the other side here. You'll notice we have a tarp down. Very important that you use a tarp when setting up these tents so that you don't scrape or get dirty the tent top. Tent top is about 50% of the cost of the tent or more, and you want to preserve that and treat it well so it'll last you a long time. So again, on the second set of cross cables here, going from the middle out to the perimeter corners. Never force a cable if it's not pulling easily. Just take it gently so you don't put a kink in the cable, because if you kink the cable, it will be like that permanently. And these cables are all color coded. Yellow means it's either a 20x20 or 20'x40, the same cables. And the same for the wall cables. The wall cables are color coded yellow, indicating that they're 20 feet long. So now we have our cross cables installed. Next, we're going to do our wall cables. This is what you'll hang the wall on. These are 20 feet long. And just take your time unraveling these so you don't get any knots or kinks in them. They tend to spring out a bit, and so say just take your time. These two out. You can go ahead and do the other ones, Paul. So what I like to do is start in the corner with the two, just the S-hook sides, and hook them on in the holes there in the corners. Then just walk out, and that one will go there. This one will go here. We always have either two turnbuckle sides or two of the hook sides ending up together. That way you can be more efficient in laying them out. So for example, Paul's going to lay these out, and he's going to put the two hook side right here in the middle and lay them out to each corner. Paul, hooks here. You always do the other hooks first, Paul. Always. So we'll take these off, Paul, and we'll put them both down here. So one hook here, and then take the other hook here, Paul, and this will go on here. So now when we go to the corners to tighten the turnbuckles, we have two turnbuckles together. It makes it more efficient for tightening. Make sure you hold the cable side of these when you're tightening, so you're tightening both ends of the turnbuckle. And you just want to snug these up so that they're tight. They can be adjusted later if necessary. Again, when you're backing these off, make sure you hold the cable end so that you're turning both threads on the turnbuckle. One window wall, one window wall, 20 footer. Yeah. This can be done when the tent is up, the wall cables, but much easier to do it before you put the top on when it's on the ground. Do you guys have a stake?
Yeah, it's over there.
Okay. Do we have one more wrap or piece of cardboard or bag, that loose bag there? So now we're going to put the top on the frame. Cross cables, just drop it on the cross cable there. This is one of the best ones. You said number 3, is it?
I'm not sure.
I asked for there's number 3?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to slide this down. Actually, we're going to turn it around. Stefan, I'll get you to grab this particular wrap and just place it on the cross cables. Okay, let's roll out of the way. Okay. Okay. I'm not sure how this was folded, but it looks like we maybe need to rotate the whole tent top over. Pardon me? Okay. Okay, so we're good here now. Just going to stretch these corners, these loops here over the corners, just like this. I'm going to make sure we have our top over the cable. This was not necessarily folded 100%. And we want to lift this up over the cable so we don't do damage. When we're pulling on the valance, we want to make sure the valance is tucked over on top of the tent and that it's not underneath this loop at all. We'll put this on. In the middle, we have a grommet here, and this needs to go over the corner, the edge here of the T-joiner. Go ahead there. So we just put a hook through here just to hold it temporarily. This needs to go on properly. So we'll just take the stake through here and okay, so now we have the frame and the top attached together. Next, we're going to erect one side of the tent. If you have 3 people for this job, that's probably the best. So you want your strongest guy in the middle. Who's the strongest? Okay, Paul, you go to that end. Or actually, if you want Kyle, you can help too. Well, yeah. So we're all going to lift together in the count of 1, 2, 3. We put the legs in. At the same time here, we're going to pull over our valance while it's within reach.
Support that middle.
Do you have a pliers?
No.
Go get one. So you still haven't put these in? We were supposed to do them all together. So where did Kyle go? Push. So at this point we can tighten these ropes here. I'm just going to show you the configuration of how these ropes should be. So if we take these out here, we'll show you how to do it from scratch. So through itself from the back side, through the opposite side from the back side. Then this one through the opposite side of the back side, and then through itself. This will ensure you get these catenary cords as tight as humanly possible. So we're going to just attach these here. Tighten back the quick link. Pull out and down to get this tight. 2 half hitches, so there's 1 half hitch, another half hitch. This will secure it. So we're just going to check this other one. It's okay. Okay, so now we're going to do the center poles. Who has the center poles? Right here. Okay. We'll do them both together, the center poles. We're going to attach the flags on the other side as they poke the center poles through. So, always a good idea to remove your shoes. Don't walk on a tent top. Center poles in place, push them through, put them on the top cable, and put your adjustable handle upwards. At this point, we do a quick look to see if our tops are tensioned properly. This one is close, so if we need to do a final adjustment, we will do it when we get the other legs up. So we'll move around to the other side here. We're going to start in this corner. 2 people will lift this corner and 1 person will support the middle. So if you come down here with that, Stefan, I'm going to lift here, you're going to get it underneath, and Paul's going to just support the middle. So So now at this point, I'm going to insert this leg here while Stefan lifts. Okay, not too high. Let her down. Let her down. Okay, Paul, you can let her down a little. Yeah, perfect. Now we're going to do the next corner. And Paul's going to take up the slack. So we're going to come down here. Closer to the corner here, Stefan. Okay, and just wait a moment. Get this in place. Go ahead.
1, 2, 3.
Not too high, just enough. Okay, now you go to the middle. Keep it held up.
1, 2.
Help him lift. Okay, good. Set her down. Hold on. There we go. So now we'll put pins in all the legs here. So we'll pull out the valances here as well. If you're having trouble getting this over, you got her. So now we're going to tension this as well. Very, very important that these are tensioned properly. What we're looking for here is we're looking that this is pulled down more than, so the ideal scenario here now is to tension the center poles a bit more. Want to rotate our legs into position so that our eave tubes are all level and straight as much as possible. So when I look at this corner here, this leg is in a little bit too far. We need to bring it out. Now if you need to put more tension in the top, you just raise this bar here and rotate the center pole. This leg here is a little bit crooked, so we're going to pull it this way a little bit. And again, this one keeps sliding in because we're on asphalt. If it's on grass, it grips better. But this does need to be out a little bit. Okay, thank you.